All right, so I decided to do a quick little update video on a recent update I have here with the new 2024 Grille. This is interchangeable for any JLs or JTs. Shouldn't matter the model. It's just a direct fitment, snaps right in. Bunch of pull tabs. Real easy, simple upgrade. I think it looks a lot cleaner. I was originally kind of undecided on whether I liked it or not when these first came out, and I seen them on the 20th anniversary edition Rubicons when I first seen them, and then of course all the new 2024s are coming with these standard. But I was kind of on the fence on whether I liked it or not, and just kind of after looking at it a little bit more, seeing some in person, it gradually grew on me. So decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. So now I went through Distinction Applied, so shout outs to Brian at Distinction Applied. Very good customer service. I reached out twice, actually. I want to say actually 3 times, because I went through online as well. I spoke to him in person as well on some concerns during the process, or just some questions I had rather, and excellent communication. And I knew initially going with Distinction Applied at the time that I ordered it was a pre-order, so I knew there was a little bit of a wait involved, which I was good with. But some of my concerns that came about shortly after my order is when the UAW strike kind of happened, at which point I found out that it kind of somewhat affected the production on these through Distinction Applied. They were having a hard time getting these chin pieces, I guess, sourced due to the strike. So anyway, had some concerns with that. Brian was excellent in communicating with that and kind of kept me up to date on what their game plan was with that. And shout outs to them, because even though that did kind of put a damper on kind of getting these sent out to people that had their order placed, they kept production going as far as like just keeping the paint going and the whole assembly process or disassembly process as well going. That way when they did get the chin pieces in, they could just basically ship out a bunch in bulk, which is what they did, and that's kind of how I got mine when I did. And I ordered, I want to say it was late September, like almost October, like the last week of September, and I had an initial lead time of the middle or end of November, which, so I knew that going in. And even with the UAW strike, in my particular case, I got mine in the first week of December, so it was literally like a matter of days past, I guess, what I was estimated anyway. So not that much of an effect with me. And like I said, as long as it was communicated and I get things happen, I'm okay with it. So just a little bit of backstory on my situation. But nonetheless, shout outs to Distinction Applied. I know you can kind of get these other places. I want to say I've seen sellers on eBay, which I think that's through AEV, believe it or not. The ones I've seen, and then I know obviously you can get these directly through Mopar, and I'm not sure about like those lead times or anything on that, but I decided to go with Distinction Applied, and I couldn't be happier. So again, shout outs to Distinction Applied. So with this, a little bit up close, and I know it's a little dirty. We had some rain the other day, so it is a little bit dirtier than it normally is, but as you can see, it's clear like mesh all the way through, as opposed to the old grills having the paint come down and this kind of being filled in on your grill slots, your seven slot there. So I know there's kind of like some threads online about like airflow. I mean, obviously that's supposed to be like the idea behind it, getting more air in. I haven't tested. I could really care less anyways. I just like it for the look, so that's just me. But yeah, so now as far, and this is to my understanding, so somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but all the 2024 grills besides the Sahara, so if you're getting a new Sahara 2024, they all come standard with this, I guess it's like a gunmetal gray. The Saharas come with the silver standard, which is kind of like basically Overland version of the JT, if you will, which this is an Overland, by the way, which I had silver on my initial grill, swapped that out for black prior to even getting this grill. So this would be kind of like the third, I guess, change to the grill in some way, shape, or form for me. But in any case, they come with this standard everything except the Sahara, to my understanding. But distinction applied, another reason why I kind of like them, although I did not do this option, but on their website they have options, a la carte options they call them, if you will, that where you can, you could actually get this painted to whatever color. I was actually considering that in black. I wanted, solid black, because that was one of the things I didn't really like about the grill early on, was that this gray or gunmetal, I felt like, especially on mine being black, that it was almost taking a step back going to how my original grill looked like, which is with the silver. Now I know it's not as light as the silver, so it's not as dramatic, but I had previously blacked everything out and got away from that look. So I felt like going back like to a lighter color on the insert, but for me, because mine is black, it just kind of was going backwards. On other colors, I didn't feel like they really, it didn't really look as bad, because, it's a lighter color, like say you had a white, or, even, didn't really matter. Any color besides black, I guess. I didn't think the gunmetal looked as bad against it, because it was obviously darker than whatever the color of the Jeep is. But obviously you can't really go any darker than black, so that makes the gunmetal look more light, in my opinion. So I was considering, well, first off, that was one of the reasons why I didn't really like the new grill as much, but because of that, I was going to consider, if I did go with it, getting the inserts painted. And that is obviously some additional fees, but it is an a la carte option through distinction applied. But after seeing these a little bit more in person on black, I wanted to actually, because I've seen some pictures online, but there was a Rubicon 392 that I seen at a recent car show here locally, and I mean, it didn't look bad at all. And honestly, it's a little off, but it kind of goes with the rest of the plastic trimming on the just on the other parts of the Jeep, around the fenders and stuff like that. So again, initially I was like on the fence, but I don't think it looks bad at all, especially after seeing it in person. So, but yeah, there is other a la carte options, like you could get just one of these rings painted for additional cost, or the whole inserts painted for additional cost through distinction applied. But I decided to go with the standard look. So if you do order through distinction applied, you get for the basic cost, you get whatever your Jeep color is, color matched, and then it will come with this gunmetal gray, unless you choose the a la carte options for additional fees. So anyway, a little backstory on that. But I do like the look. I don't know, like I said, it grew on me the more I seen it in person. So I think it fits pretty well. Just a nice little upgrade, and brings a nice little touch to the front. So I like it. Now I will say too, and here I'll pop the hood real quick. So when you replace these, at least through distinction applied, they will not come with this this rubber weather stripping right here, or these little styrofoam, whatever you want to call these right here on the corners. That and that basically keeps water from going places where it shouldn't, I guess. That was you have to remove those from your old grill, and all that does is just come out with these little push pins right there. There's like 2 on this one, and then underneath this weather stripping there's like, I don't know, maybe 9 or so just little plastic pull pins, Christmas tree style pins, and you just pull those out, they pop right in. So easy, super easy. So that's that did come off the old grill. So point being is that it will not come with a new grill when you order one, at least through distinction applied anyways, but not a big deal. So just wanted to show that. But yeah, I do like the look a lot. grew on me really quick, so decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. So that's it. Just wanted to do a quick little update on it because I did a walk around video less than a month ago and I did not have this. So all right, till next time.